Hey, welcome to the 10 steps to creating and selling your first e-course online. I'm going to walk you through the 10 steps step by step. So the 10 steps are, first thing you have to do is come up with your course topic, what it is you're going to teach. And then you need to outline the curriculum. And the best way to do this is a very simple outline like we all learned in grade school. The third thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you get your logo and or images, i.e. the branding, in place so you have that across the course and the marketing. The fourth step is you need to set up the landing page. So based on your marketing plan, if you're going to have people opt in first, then you would need the landing page. If you're not going to build the list, you're just going to go straight to the sales page, then of course you could just go ahead and focus on step 7, which is the sales page. But I'm going to walk you through the way that I do these courses, the way I've helped clients do these courses, and the way personally I think they should be done. So fourth is the landing page. Fifth is your thank you page. And when we talk about thank you page, I'm going to show you a little secret that most people aren't talking about. Only the smartest of the smart online marketers are actually sharing this information, and quite honestly, they're really doing it more than they are sharing it with us. Number 6 is the email follow-up series. So email marketing, I'm going to talk to you about the initial sequence you need post-purchases and what you do with the did not buy leads. And then number 7 is the sales page. 8 is the course content. So you have the content itself, what it is, what value it's going to give, and then you need to know what format you're going to deliver that in, so written, audio, or video, etc. And then 9 is you need to know the membership pages. And so this will depend on what type of e-course you have and how much curriculum there is and what your membership page looks like, but I'm going to share with you some strategy you can implement. And then 10, probably the most important, is the payment processor, right? i.e. how you're going to get paid. So I'm going to give you a couple options there. So let's just get right into it. So the first thing, like I said, is you got to choose your course topic. Now here's some bullet points for you to think about to help get you started. What are you most passionate about? And I really can't stress this enough. It really should be something you're so passionate about you're willing to do it and talk about it and work on it every day without getting paid. Now that's not to say that you're not going to get paid, but I can tell you when you're starting out and in the days or weeks or months before you get paid, if you're not passionate about it, you're going to give up on it. So number 1, what are you passionate about? And if it's more than one thing, great. If you're multi-passionate, bullet point them, write them all down. And then what do you know a lot about? Obviously, if you're going to teach an e-course, it needs to be something that you know a lot about. What do people frequently ask you about? So if you're really not sure what you're passionate about, if you're really not sure what you know a lot about, start paying attention to what people ask you about. And then what would you like to learn more about? This is a really good one, actually. And I've helped a lot of clients with this as well as I've used it myself. Anytime you want to know more about something, that's a really great subject to also teach on, because you're going to be learning and consuming the data because you want it. And once you know how to package it, then it becomes easy to go and learn about something and then sell it. And I think I first kind of learned that strategy from Tim Ferriss in the 4-Hour Workweek. Now, what's the latest and greatest trends? This is another one. So we live in this day and age where technology changes so quick. There's a new social platform all the time, and there are a lot of who are seemingly very big name people now, but these people, in most of our eyes, didn't exist 6 months, 12 months, 18 months ago. But what they did that you and I didn't do was that they latched onto the newest tool out. They figured out how to use it as good as they could, which was better than most because most of us didn't know about these tools until these people shared them with us. And then they sold us a training on how to use it. Very, very simple to do, easy to do. So step 2 is you have to create your e-course outline and curriculum, right? So you want to create a simple outline. If you don't know what a simple outline is, right, I guess it's time to go back to grade school. But a simple outline is very similar to what it looks like on my screen. It is a headline and then sub-headlines and then sub-headlines under that. Very simple. So the first thing we do is create your simple outline. If you're unsure about this, even at this point, then go to the bookstore, go to Amazon, go to Udemy, go to lynda.com. Go to places where they're selling books and courses and look at the table of contents would be another way to think of an outline. And use those as framework to create your own. You can also use a mind map or pen and paper to brainstorm. right? I happen to use a combination of pen and paper, whiteboard, mind maps, and flowchart. So it's whatever works for you. Most important is you just create the outline. Now step 3 is you got to create the course logo and the image and the branding. And 3 of the places you can go to get this done is Fiverr.com, Odesk.com, or Elance.com. All are outsourcing platforms. You can also, of course, go to Craigslist for the Philippines, works well, but Fiverr, Odesk, and Elance are probably the easiest to use. And some of the areas that you're going to need this logo and image are on your landing page, on your thank you page, in your email marketing for both the sidebar and or call to action images, on your header. You're going to need these images on your blog sidebar, and you're also going to need these images for your Facebook ads. And on Facebook, you're probably going to need them for your timeline cover as well as your custom app or thumbnail images. Now 4, it's time to create the landing page. So this does not require you to overthink this. The 2 tools that you can use, most of us are using these, are Lead Pages and OptimizePress, and there are probably half a dozen other ones out now that you can use, so it doesn't really matter what you use. These are the 2 that I use, and I prefer to use them because they're easy. Now, I do want to just stress one point here. I've talked about this before, is even though these are very, very easy to use, if you do not have the images, so see if I can go back here. If you don't have these images, that's why I put this step number 3. If you don't have these images, when it comes time to actually building your pages with Lead Pages or OptimizePress, you're going to feel stuck. And the reason I feel stuck is they all provide, Lead Pages and OptimizePress and the new softwares out there, they all provide these amazing templates that allow you and I to just click on and take their image down and put ours down. The problem is if you don't have images ready, you're going to get stuck. You're not going to be able to complete the page. You're going to get frustrated. You're going to spend a lot of time looking for things that don't require those images, and it's a downhill spiral. And I'm going to tell you that from personal experience. So get your images in place. Next, it's time to write your email follow-up series. And this is a big tip, plan this out first. You're going to need follow-up emails for people who opt into your landing page, as well as those who purchase, and even more important, the ones who don't purchase, right? So for every email you're going to send, you're really going to have kind of 3 buckets. People who open and click, they take some action. People who it's perceived that they open. We don't know if they did or not, but it shows that they open it, but they didn't take any action. And then those who didn't do anything. Now 6, it's time to build your thank you page. I want to tell you, this page is oftentimes the most lucrative page on an entire website. Most people think it's their home page, which that's a huge myth, and the people who think that really don't understand online marketing. So I want to tell you, the thank you page, do not let it be a dead page. Do not let it be a waste of real estate. And again, you can build this page with Lead Pages or OptimizePress. They both have great templates for you to use. Again, you're going to need your images, and you want to optimize, or not optimize, you want to monetize this page. And some easy ways to do that would be, you can say, hey, thanks for opting into this. You might want to buy this. Or I know you just purchased this. You might also like this. Or you may say, hey, thanks for opting in my list about XYZ. Here's a really good tool that I use that you might also want to use, right? So an example, I might have an affiliate link to Lead Pages on one of my thank you pages. That would be logical because I talk about it a lot, and then you'd be on my thank you page. And when someone's on your thank you page, that's when they're probably most interested in you. So you really want to use that page to provide additional value as well as provide yourself an opportunity to make some money. And then 7, build your sales page. So, it shouldn't be a surprise at this point. You recognize the trend. You're going to use Lead Pages and OptimizePress again. And at this point on sales page, it's really, really important that you have the images and the copy, and you're also going to need a button for people to pay you. Step 8 is develop your course content. So again, we talked about this earlier, but the course content now, this is the expansion of that outline you first created. This is the actual meat and potatoes. So some things that your course content would be made up of might be videos, might be keynote or PowerPoint presentations like you're watching here. It might be audio files like podcasts. It might be worksheets and work guides, i.e. PDFs. It might be ebooks. And it's going to be in either written, audio, or video. Now, one really good tool that I actually didn't mean to include here, so this is a freebie, it's actually, but we'll go in depth in the actual course here, is that hirewriters.com, great resource for you to get really good articles written by amateur, or I think they say novice, skilled, and expert writers, all for around between $5 and $10 an article, which is really an incredible price. Now 9, it's time to build your membership pages, and again, you can use lead pages for this. I've built lots of e-courses on lead pages alone. They have a great, I think they have now 2, maybe 3 autoresponder templates, and that's what you would use. So really great way to do that. It's affordable. Obviously, it's I think $67 a month is what I pay. They also have a $37 a month option. Or you can use a membership software. Now, there's no shortage of membership softwares, and it really depends on what you're trying to do before I could recommend which one. But I use OptimizePress because OptimizePress is the theme, but it also has a built-in membership. So that's what I personally use, but you can use Wishlist or OpenCrypt, or there is Customer Hub if you're an Infusionsoft user. And then I think there's one other one that the name's escaping me for Infusionsoft. But my guess is if you're watching this, if you're interested in this course, you're probably just starting out, so I would recommend that you use OptimizePress, which is Optimize Member, and or Wishlist. Those are the 2 least expensive and probably easiest to use options. And then the 10th and final step, of course, is the most important one, if you ask me, which is how people pay you. So 4 well, the top 3 are very simple options. PayPal, it's a given, most of us know it. You probably already have a PayPal account, very, very simple to use. Then there's Stripe, which is similar to PayPal. Then you have Gumroad, which is a new one that I've recently learned about. It looks very, very easy to use. No monthly fees, no setup fees. You just pay a percentage of your sales. So a really great option. In fact, I'm going to start using it for some products here shortly. And then a merchant account. A merchant account is what I currently use in combination with PayPal. Merchant account takes a little while to get set up. It's a little more involved and a little more complicated, but has some benefits over the other one. So that's all there is today for this. What I would like to ask is if hopefully you take what you've learned here and you go implement this on your own. But if you feel like you need some more hand-holding, you feel like it all makes sense, but you know the devil's in the details, you know there's a lot to this that you might not necessarily know how to do, then I encourage you to take advantage, be one of the very first people to get your hands on this course. Use the button right below this video. Click on it. The price will be going up next week, so now's the time to get in on this. And of course, like everything, if you get into it, you purchase it, you don't like it, in the first 30 days, I'll be more than happy to refund your money immediately. Not a big deal. The course price at the time of this video is only $27. Again, that price will go up. So if you're watching this video after Monday, I think that's probably the 22nd of September, the price will be up. So you'll ignore that I'm saying it's 27 here. So go act right now, get this course. And when you do, I'm also going to have some additional bonuses and surprises for you. So thanks for watching this. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you on the inside.